best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause.
Alright, looks good. Snap keep. One maul, love to see it. I don't know if you know this, but like the shuffler is a little different on best of 3 relative to best of 1. Like there's the hand smoother on best of 1, so you don't really see as many mauls, but best of 3 mauling is a lot more common. Haven't really had the maul. Okay, so Naya ruins. I guess that means we get the underdog down. That way, we block. I don't know if we block the attack though, because we still. I think we block the. I think we have to block. Like the primary focus is just keeping their board clear. So as much as I'd love to get the +1 with Kaito, I just don't think pure advantage, pure and fast advantage is the way to beat this deck. I was gonna say I'll be surprised if they attack. Interesting. So I'd love to not attack and keep this up to block this, but 100% chance they have it as a 4/4 and I'm chumping, so I think we swing and try to dig for some removal. Yeah, it's a good hand, but it's not the best against their deck. Like we need removal. Otherwise, these games get out of control. So turn 4, we could keep this up for their turn 4 Scalds, but I don't know. I know when I play Scalds, like I don't like to play it on turn 4, so it wouldn't be their ideal play. See, so play the land pre-combat to represent an Emperor. Kind of shy them away from blocking. I guess it's a good thing if they block, if they do, but kind of makes them think twice. And at the very least, it makes them think we have an Emperor throughout the game. Okay. This is tricky because kind of want to have a body to block this with, but yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna go up to a 5/4. Maybe I was supposed to connive that. Maybe that was a misplay. Yeah, I think that was a misplay. Yeah, that's fine. We at least get rid of the visitor here. JK. So we don't take as much damage, I guess. Interesting because normally this is a pretty easy matchup, but when you whiff on removal up until now, it does get pretty sticky, so we'll see if we can claw our way out of it. Okay. So there is a decision on if get rid of the visitor or the champion as a scald. Like at first it was visitor, but him being able to spam. So he has another one, but he has to pay 3 to cast it. But him just being able to spam like all these cards does make it tough. Having a second one, I think it's fine to hard cast it right there. Let's see, so 4, so 6. So I think we get rid of this. You know, I'm hesitant to get rid of this because of how badly we need like some normal removal. Yeah. Do that. We'll just hope for the best. They're gonna go off this turn. It's been a while since I've been in this predicament against runes, like most decks I have a lot of removal in it. So it's just kinda awkward. Honestly, I don't think it's the best meta call at all right now. But it's working out for him. Seems like Runes players are kind of dedicated to their build. Really? He passes. I think it was extremely important for him to attack that turn. Wow. Okay. Deals combat damage to a player. It's tough not having a legendary up to be able to do both of these. But I think keeping the Emperor open, we could do this if needed. And we'll still be able to draw with Bankbuster as well. We just gotta get rid of this. Put the pressure on. It's interesting, so if he attacks, so there's a couple decisions for our opponent to make. If he attacks, is it getting rid of this? I might personally ignore the Emperor here. If he attacks, I would still have this emblem up. So I don't know how many he brings in if he does attack. I mean, they get the other enchantment, but the runes are only 2 drops, so the third one really doesn't do much as far as mana reduction. Like, it's already at minimum mana with the first 2. Okay. Now he can play all his runes for 0. Yeah, so we'll see if we can even survive this turn, but has trample, one doesn't trample. 2, 3. 3 have trample. Okay. See, I mean, it's obviously looking like a scoop right now, but opponent has passed the last turn, so we'll make them make the correct play to finish it out. Welcome into the chat if you're just joining us or if you're just getting back. Yeah, didn't draw a ton of removal against runes, like you have to draw removal. I drew the Emperors, but he kind of read it, didn't really attack. so I wasn't really able to remove anything with that. So game 1's pretty much over, just making them make the correct play to finish it off. Okay, that's game. We have 29 in trample damage. Or Archon of Emeria, a must. Take the negates out, the duress. Burst is kinda eh. Maybe we'll bring him in over Bankbuster, I think. MIDRANGE sounds good in theory, but I feel like we have enough removal that it doesn't, it's not necessary, especially with how big their creatures get, so, like, if the event that they do establish a big board, I mean, there's no guarantee that MIDRANGE's gonna be able to clear their board, because they're, like, the visitor, like, everything is just adding counters. So I think maybe one Sorin, one announcement. Alright, so yeah, if you're just now joining us, this is our 4th match. We're 3-0 right now. First 2 games were 2-0, 2-0. The second one, they pretty much scooped Maul to oblivion game 1 and then scooped pretty fast game 2. The last match, we won 2-1. Okay, snap keep with Archon of Emeria. Pretty good curve, 2-3-4. Mana looks good. On the play, let's see what happens. If you're not already following the channel, be sure to hit that follow button. It really helps and I would very much appreciate it. See how much removal they brought in? Because they're pretty much siding for this, and they usually have the enchantments. This card was pretty much what tipped my hand on bringing in the Vanishing Verse. Because the verse that doesn't hit like the Naturalist, but it's pretty important to exile this. See if he has an answer. He does. Nice. So we're gonna get rid of this on our turn, so he can't go crazy with enchantments. Putting them on an empty board right now seems pretty powerful. Okay, it's fine. So the question is, do we keep this alive and then keep the mana open for the Emperor? I'm trying to think. Is there a way he puts counters on this? So worst case, he spends his entire turn finding ways to get counters on the Legion Angel to kill the Emperor. I think we're fine with that. I don't know. I think we kind of want to get the announcement down though too. I think by keeping this alive, we force him to attack into that, and that will put us in a pretty favorable position as far as aggression. So he'll be at 7. And him attacking is pretty good for us. We want to get the announcements going. We want to start going wide. So I think it's fine if we lose the Emperor in this position. He's just not really in a favorable position to be attacking. Yeah. So Scald seems kind of desperate. I think that's okay. Yeah, so... First strike. It's dying either way. Yeah. Alright, I will be right back. Just have to use the restroom real fast. We are not going to change anything in the side. Alright. That's what we're gonna be streaming. Alright, welcome to the stream if you're just now joining us. Going into game 3 against Naya RUNES. Okay. That's tough. Okay, so against... This is tough. It's a good... decent curve? I don't know, I feel like we need removal. It's such a risky keep. But it's also risky mauling into an unplayable hand. You have a playable 7. That's tough. I mean, we have so much removal. I don't know, hopefully we just draw into something, I guess. It's a tough keep. Tough keep. Okay. If you're not already following the channel, be sure to hit that follow button. Would very much appreciate it. Could use the support. Yeah, this sucks. We need removal bad. I mean, runes is pretty easy to beat the deck because you just draw removal and win. But game 1 and 3, like not drawing any removal, they just walk all over you. And I have so much removal, like 4 Rays, 2 Grass, 2 Power Word Kill, 2 Vanishing Verse. I mean, like, even the Emperors, like, it would have been nice to draw the Archon of Emeria. Game's not over yet, but I mean, they've got their ideal curve right now. We are not drawing anything to counter it or interact with it. So we'll see how many enchantments they have. Many. Many is the answer. Okay. Haste. Alright, I guess we just block one of these. I think we lose. I mean, yeah, there's no. See if we can create some chump blockers. Hope he doesn't get trample. It's pretty much our best bet at this point of clawing back in, but it's looking like it's GG. But we'll make him have it. Welcome to the stream if you're just now joining. Playing against Naya runes, and pretty easy deck to beat when you draw removal, but we did not. So 4 Ray of Enfeeblement, 2 Grasp, 2 Power Word Kill, 2 Vanishing Verse, 3 Emperor. Just didn't draw any, so we'll just keep chumping and see if we can draw something next turn. Trample just makes it impossible to win with losing 2 life. Like, we can kill whatever he tries to copy. Okay. Let's see, you have another enchantment. He does. And that's haste. Okay. I think that's game. Trample. Ouch. Okay.